Review of chapters 1 through 3. So the first part of this video was reviewing solving equations and translating and solving equations, all from chapter 4. The whole next section is review of chapters 1 through 3. Again, hopefully you've did this already and you're just checking and correcting. Mercury freezes at negative 38 degrees Fahrenheit and boils at 674 degrees Fahrenheit. Find the difference between these two temperatures. Difference is subtraction. There are no switch words here. We have negative 38 and 674. So the order stays like that. If you're using a calculator, the calculator is going to end up adding these because signs are the same. If you want to sneak a plus sign in here, signs are still the same. They both have negatives. We add and keep the sign. So you could do negative 38 plus negative 674 or negative 38 minus 674. Either way, answer is negative 712. Number 39, we are going to skip. Yuck. We are not doing that question. Number 40. This is actually going to be coming up in the next unit. I'm a little unsure why it's here, but let's talk about it. Student government sold 175 bags of popcorn at the dance. If they made $306.25, how much was the cost of each bag? I'm giving you the total amount of money, and I'm asking you how much each one is. So since we're giving you the total, you're going to divide. It's always money divided by how many of each item. So I get a very long, ugly, nasty decimal. So it's money. $1.75. You want to make sure you round to the nearest hundredth. So it's $1.75 per bag. Number 41, I'm going to substitute 5 in for R and 7 in for S. That does not make it a 57. It's 3 and then in parentheses R times S, which is now 5 times 7. You could put a dot there between your R and your S, and your 5 and your 7, minus my 10, which is T. 5 times 7, I do what's inside the parentheses first, gives me 35. I know you have a calculator, but this is not multiple choice. You need to show your steps. 3 times 35 is 105. Minus 10 is 95. You should be following PEMDAS, right? It's from Unit 1. Number 42, all from Unit 2, 7x and 9x. These are expressions. I can combine like terms. There's no equal signs. It's just 16x, and that's done. There's nothing else you can do. If there's no coefficient, you can give it a 1. So now I have negative 6x minus 1x, negative 7x. Done. That is an expression. For C, it's just making sure that you are using the calculator properly. So you can go ahead and just punch that in. 3/5 plus 9/10. If you get a decimal, it's 1.5, which is 1.5. Again, if I give you fraction form, I want fraction form back. D is a complex fraction, so when you're using the calculator, it's 3/4 divided by 7/12. Don't use that ABC key too many times. So 3ABC4 divided by 7ABC12. Again, I gave you a fraction, give me a fraction. My calculator gives me 9/7. Some of you might have 1 and 2/7 as a mixed number. Number 43, 13.55 times negative 2.6. There is no operation between those parentheses, which means multiplication. Negative 35.23. And since it's a one step, you could just go ahead and punch it in. Same thing on 44. It's just one operation. You could just do 32.37 plus 11.765 right in the calculator. 44.135. Just making sure you know how to use those keys. 45, again, one step, 25.67 minus 3.94. Oops, 25.67 minus 3.94, 21.73. And then number 46, negative I think that's a 24. I don't see a decimal there. Divided by 0.3, I get negative 80. So that wasn't as long as the first video, but hopefully you did well. We're going to have our test right before our Thanksgiving break. And you guys have been doing awesome in this unit. Great job. Hopefully you fixed and corrected and checked and feeling good about this unit. Full test, 25 questions will be in class either Monday or Tuesday, depending on which group you're in, A or B. And I will be checking to make sure this is done, fixed, corrected. And I did put a question in the Google